going to be talking about objections and how to handle them. I know it's something that, we all deal with. A lot of us are very scared and intimidated by them, but it's so simple. It's literally just changing the way you think of them. And I'm going to give you guys 5 quick tips, and then I'm going to go over some of the common objections and what I would say back to them. So number 1, the first thing when it comes to handling objections and how to overcome them, it's that you need to be confident. You need to be confident in yourself. You need to be confident in the products, and you need to be confident in the business model. If you don't believe in everything in this business and everything the products have to offer, it will be very easy for you to crumble when someone comes telling you no, when someone comes with a negative comment, when someone comes with a question that you don't feel equipped to answer. So we need to work on your confidence, yourself, the products, the business. You need to feel convinced that you are at the right place, at the right time, with the right company. And then nothing will faze you. So ask yourself, am I 150% convinced that this business is for me, that these products are for me? Do I see the vision long term? And that's going to boost your confidence. Number 2, you need to expect the objections and you need to embrace the objections. Okay, why do I say expect them? Because you're always going to receive them. Till today, I still get objections. You cannot be scared of them. Objections are part of this job. As much as I don't like to say we're salespeople, we are offering something for people to purchase. We are offering an opportunity for someone to join us. We're going to get objections. I don't care what rank you are, how long you've been doing it. So embrace them by educating people. Every time I get an objection, every time I get a no, to me it's like a game. Like, okay, I want to see why she's saying no, why he's not sure of this. Let's educate them on the products. Let's educate them on the business. I was just on the phone with my accountant and she's like, but how do you sell? Like, do you have to do parties? And I was like, no. A lot of people think that because that's like the reputation network marketing has. But we don't have to do parties. We don't have to carry any inventory. So sometimes people give objections because they're scared, because they're nervous, because they're intimidated. So it's your job to educate them and make them feel comfortable. And that goes hand in hand with number 3, which is we need to relate to people. Okay, we need to make them feel understood. We need to listen to them first and then talk to them. Wait, you can't hear me? Can you guys? Yeah, okay. Can someone just type to them to check their sound? Okay, so relate to people. So for example, it's really easy for me to relate to all the objections because I was the queen of objections. I gave every excuse. I said no a million times. So it's very natural for me to be like, listen, I felt the same way. I also said this. I also thought this. Maybe some of you guys were not skeptical. Maybe you didn't say no. Maybe you didn't have objections, but you probably know someone that did. Whether it's your upline, your downline, someone in your sideline, relate to them. Be like, look, my friend felt like that too. I also thought like this too. It's normal, but let me explain to you the right way to do it. When people feel listened and they feel heard, when you listen to people, they feel heard, they express more, they open up more. They're like, okay, she cares about me. It's not she said no and you get upset and no. That actually goes to number 4. Do not post negative rants on social media, okay? I don't care if someone tells you a nasty comment. I don't care if, you just can't understand why they think like that. Remember, at the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And by us posting these crazy rants on social media, all this negativity, that's what you're going to attract. So if someone's being mean, like how I was at the beginning, ignore her, keep posting, keep showing up, and they will slowly come back to you. There's no need to get down to other people's levels and do that publicly, because remember, that says more about you than it says about them. And 2 wrongs do not make a right. Number 3 was to relate to people. And number 5 is be straightforward. Okay, be straightforward giving an answer, be straightforward offering a solution, and ask questions. They will appreciate this so much more, okay, than you just kind of like I don't want to join. Okay, bye. Why don't you want to join? Was something not clear? Is there something I can answer for you? I have to think about it. What do you have to think about? When can we talk again? I know sometimes people think that that's annoying or that that's pushy. No, that is you wanting to get to the root of it. Like for me, I love asking that because it helps me with my next conversation. Like, what did I do wrong? Or where did I lose this potential? Or maybe she's just really like not into it. I think someone unmuted themselves. So do not be afraid to ask questions and do not be afraid to be straightforward, to tell them how it is. I'll give you some examples of things I've told people. Obviously, don't do anything you don't feel comfortable doing. I'm naturally a very straightforward person. So I will tell people like, what you're saying doesn't make any sense type of thing. So I'm going to repeat them really quick, 1 through 5, and then we're going to start like breaking them down. So number 1 is to be confident. Be confident in yourself, in the products, in the business, and in the vision. Number 2 is to expect objections and embrace the objections. Number 3 is to relate to people, make them feel understood. Number 4 is not to post any negative rants or negative comments, even if people write negative stuff to you. And number 5 is to be straightforward and ask questions. Okay, so I'm going to go over the most common objections. I think I have all of them, but if there's any that I missed that you guys kind of would want me to answer for you, you can write them on the chat at the end. But remember that we're all different. Every potential is different. And every conversation is different. Even if it's the same potential, you speak to her today and then you speak to her in 3 weeks, the conversation will be different. So this is not a set like answer or a set response to everyone, because it also has a lot to do with how you feel, the type of person you are, how you run your business. But the first one is I don't have money. Okay, and me being the straight up person I am, I say this is exactly why you need this. If you don't have $200 to invest in yourself, this is why you need this. And actually, when I've spoken to potential VIPs and I send them their car and it's like $115 and they're like, I don't have money to spend, like I don't have that type of money. I'm like, have you considered the business? We have a business opportunity for it, and you know, you can get some extra spending money on the side. So when people tell you I don't have money, number 1, if you relate to them, relate to them. I also didn't have money when I started this business. I was in more debt than probably a lot of you here. So I relate to them. I say I also didn't have money. I didn't have a savings account, guys, and I'm not kidding. Like I never knew what a savings account was. But everyone has credit cards, or everyone has someone that can lend them the money. When there is a will, there is a way. And that's as deep as I go with my potentials. I'm like, if you really want to do this, you will find the $200. And I've had examples of people that tell me, no, I don't have money. And then something comes up. She's like, I can get it from my savings. I guess I can use my credit card. So give them options. Say, do you have a credit card you can put it on? You know, you can make that money back within your first 30 days. Do you have someone that can lend you the money? Do you have some things we can put up for sale? Obviously, this is if you really want to do it. If you don't want to do it, I completely understand. But money should not be the excuse, especially if you don't have the money, because we need to get you that money. Okay, I've had girls in the past that have sold stuff to join. I had one that sold Christmas ornaments, and in 2 weeks she raised the $200. Another girl was selling clothes on Poshmark. When there is a will, there is a way. And the money excuse is the most common one that people give, because people think that money is a sensitive subject. And that if they tell you I don't have money, you're not going to be like, really, Joe, you don't have money? But I will say that. I will say, do you have a credit card? Like, if you really want to do this, I want to help you get there. So don't let the I don't have money excuse like scare you. Number 2, I don't have followers on Instagram. And you don't need followers on Instagram to do this. So I tell them literally that I go, girl, you don't need followers on Instagram. You don't need to be an influencer. As long as you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and to speak up, we can get you those followers. Or you can do word of mouth, or you can do referrals. It's all about getting uncomfortable though, because they'll tell me like, oh, but I don't use Instagram. Like, I don't know how to use it. And I can relate to that too, because I was the same way. I'm like, neither did I. But I knew if I wanted to get somewhere with this company, I had to try like new things. And I started posting and I started doing lives. If you're willing to do that, this is going to work for you. When they also bring up the whole, I don't have followers excuse, I say, think like we need to think abundantly. Abundance. If you have 10 followers, those 10 followers know one person, that makes it 20. Like, think with abundance. Don't think I only have 10 followers. Think I have 10 followers that I can influence, that I can share this with. Okay? So again, notice that everything I'm doing is kind of just putting them at ease. Like, you don't need followers to do this business. That's a misconception. Let them know that they don't have to be like you or like me or like whoever they look up to in this business to join this business. Anyone and everyone is welcomed in this business. Another one is I'm shy, or I don't know how to sell. I don't have any experience. So again, that goes hand in hand with, are you willing to get uncomfortable? I was shy too. Are you willing to leave that comfort zone? If you want change, things need to change. And I tell this to them when I'm talking to them as potentials, not when they join my team, because I don't want to give them false expectations. I don't want to tell them, it's okay if you're shy, come join me. And then they're really, really shy. And go outside. They're really, really shy. And then they're not willing to put in the work. And then they don't see results. And then they're upset. So I tell them, if you're shy, but you're willing to put in the work, it's okay. If you're shy and you're willing to put yourself out there, it's okay. It's going to take work and it's going to take time, but it will work for you. Okay? Another one that I've been hearing is that the market is saturated. And guys, that is like so far from being true. And I give them examples of other network marketing companies that have been around for 30, 40, 50 years, and they're still getting millionaires, and they're still making sales, and they're still being successful. So a company that has been around for 40 years is not saturated. But us that we've been around for 5 years, we are. What I tell them when they tell me that is, no, your Instagram is saturated and your group of circles is saturated. Okay, because you start following, the same people. And yes, I mean, my Instagram is a lot of Monat people too. But that's just a 0.00001% of the population. Okay, especially like other states. Even forget other states, Florida, Miami. If I go out on the street right now and I ask 10 random people if they know about Monat, probably 6 of them will say no. Okay, so our circle is saturated, our Instagram is saturated, and that's why I say, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to go out and meet people? Are you willing to, expand your content and get new followers? Are you willing to reach out to your cousin's girlfriend that you haven't talked to in years that lives in Atlanta and let her know about this opportunity? The market is not saturated. We are literally just getting started. The company is growing. We're getting new products. We're getting new countries. The time to join is now. Okay, and then if you want to even get like factual, go Google the population of whatever state they're in and how many market partners we have, and it's like 0 to none. And even the amount of market partners we have, how many are actually active, it's very, 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 very low. Okay, so do not let anyone get away because they say that the market's saturated. When it comes to VIPs and they say, the products are too expensive, the bottles are too small. Like if it was a bigger bottle, I would buy it. That goes back to educating them. Yes, our bottles are a little bit smaller than your regular salon size, but it's quality, not quantity. Ours are oil-based. Usually drugstore, it's 80% water, 20% product. Ours is the other way around. They're very concentrated. You're not going to have to use the same amount as you use with the shampoo that's full of chemicals. You won't have to wash your hair that often, And I've even gotten as deep as, look at this girl, like girls on my team that have really long, thick hair. I'm like, their products last them 3 to 4 months and they have a lot more hair than you. But again, it's about educating them, because when my upline told me that the shampoo was like $35, I was like, are you crazy? Like, I've never spent more than $8 in shampoo. $38 to me was just like unrealistic. It wasn't necessary. I had good hair, but I wasn't educated in what my other toxic products had and what these products were, how they were different. I always love using the example of like a supermarket. Like, for those of you that are here in Miami or in the United States, Fresh Foods and Whole Foods, and Publix. If you go to Whole Foods, a kiwi is so much more expensive than at Publix. If you go to Whole Foods, like all the vegetables are the fresh market by my house in Doral, like a lime is $1 each, $1 per lime. In Publix, it's like 5 for $1. Why? Because they're organic, they're vegan, they're clean. Like, you know, same thing with us. We can't expect our products to be the same as the ones you can find in CVS. Another one for VIPs, when they say they don't want to commit to flagship orders. I don't want to have to buy again. Mateo, por favor. I'm scared. I don't want the commitment. Again, it's about putting them at ease. So the first thing I tell them, if you haven't already done that at this point, is remember that we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you use the products and in 30 days you don't like them, you can return it, get your money back, and you will not be responsible for those 2 flagships. The only way you'll be responsible for those 2 flagships is if you love the products, you keep the products, and you want to keep using them or try new ones. So that right there is a no-brainer. Number 2, explain to them the benefits and the discounts they're getting. Explain to them that it's not an auto ship, it's a flex ship because it's flexible. Because they have access to changing it, you have access to changing it, and no order is going to go out unless they want it to go out. Now, if she forgets to push it back and you forget to push it back, that's, you know, our bad. But even if that happens, our company's so good about send it back and we give you the money back. So it's about explaining it, guys. It's about when it comes to flagships, I wait till like they're already convinced and they know that the products work and they know that they want to buy the products and they're ready to buy. And I'm like, by the way, like the only like catch of our VIP program is that they do require you to do 2 more flagships in your lifetime. By this point, they're so excited to try the products. They don't even care. They tell me, oh my God, yeah, I want to buy the oil anyway. Or I want to try the blowout cream anyway. Or I want to buy the skincare next. It's all about how you word it. It's all about how you say it. And it all goes back to confidence. When I started this business, I was so terrified of the word flagship because I thought no one wanted to commit to the flagships, that I would push all my potential VIPs away because I would just sign like the paragraphs explaining it and too much. Remember, less is more. Only tell them what they need to know. Definitely always mention the flagship. Don't you ever sign up a VIP without mentioning the flagship, but don't make it a bigger deal than it is. Do we have any other like objections you guys get a lot? But anyway, I don't know. Those are the ones that I thought of. But no, you can return the products even if they're open, even if they're empty. They don't have, because it would be pointless. How would you try it if you don't open it? Okay, husbands. This is the example I was going to give you guys and I forgot about it. I've gone as far, and she's already in my team, so I can say it. I've gone as far as telling her, but you need to do something for yourself. Like, you know, she was a stay-at-home mom. Only her husband was working. Her husband was super against her doing it. I'm like, why is he against of you doing this? You're at home with the kids. You have time when the kids nap. Like, why can't you have something for yourself and make your own money? When they say, oh, my husband, I have to talk to my husband, I say, do you want me to talk to your husband? I would love to answer any questions he may have. My husband was also skeptical when I started. And now he's living his best life. Or ask, what makes your husband uncomfortable? Or why do you need to talk to him? I go as deep as that. If they say, well, because he's the one that has to pay for it, I'm like, okay, let me know if you want me to join in a conversation so I can explain everything to him, but let him know, you know, you're going to start getting your own money. He won't, you know, you won't need him to pay for your own things anymore. Like, it all goes back to not being scared, you know, not being scared to have a genuine conversation with them. And honestly, my market partner that I told that to, she didn't write back to me for like 3 days. And I was like, oh my God, I scared her away, but whatever. Like, I was being honest. Are you really going to let your husband or your dad or your sister or someone control your life? Your boyfriend? No. And 3 days later, she came back and she said, thank you so much. You're so right. I'm going to do it. And she signed up and she's in my team right now. Let me see. I need to try it first. So when they tell me that, we also need VIPs. So I say, okay, you can definitely start off as a VIP and then you can upgrade as a market partner, but keep in mind you're going to spend more money. Why? Because you buy the product as a VIP and then you still have to buy a product pack. Even if you start with the $199 pack that you get $20 off, that's $179 plus your VIP order. It just doesn't make any sense. most people will be okay with getting the box. I always say, you know, start off posting about the business, start off with curiosity posting, and then a week after using the products, you can slowly start introducing the products to your social media. But some people are super like, no, I need to try it first. I say, fine, let's get you as a client, as a VIP client, and you can upgrade whenever you're ready. That's it. I don't have time. Oh my God, how did I forget that one? That is a great one, okay? That is a great excuse, because everyone gives it. Everyone says they don't have time. And one thing I do not like is trying to compare who is busier. We all have different lives. We all have different things going on. Like everyone is busy, but just how we are all busy, we all have 24 hours in a day. So why don't you have time? Are you working 5 jobs? Imagine if for 6 months you make really big sacrifices and then you can quit 3 out of those 5 jobs and only stay with 2. That will give you more time. Why don't you have time? Because you stay at home with your kids all day. When I started this, I didn't have help. I stayed home with Mateo all day. Sacrifices at the beginning. Now it gets me more time because now I can have help. Everyone has time because I have 5 jobs, because I travel the world, because I don't know. The excuse is always that they either have too many jobs or that they're going to school and going to work. And I always relate it to someone in my team that was able to do that. Remember, I don't like saying if you have an hour a day, it's enough, because people want success. And with an hour a day, it's going to be really hard for you to see success quick. But I say, if you're willing to make sacrifices the first 6 months, maybe lose 1 hour of sleep, wake up 1 hour earlier, sacrifice going out on the weekends, you will have more time in the future. Let's see. My cousin is doing it. If I ever consider it, I will buy from her. I mean, you can't really fight that one. Not good at sales, not good at sales. I already said that one. You don't need to be a salesperson, okay? We're sharing, we're educating, we're bringing value, we're building a community. I never sold anything before, Monat. Okay, if you think of this as a sales job, you're not thinking long term. Okay, you need to think of this as helping people, as giving people confidence back with their hair and their skin, giving people an opportunity that can change their life. It's social selling. You like something, you talk about it. You're going to love the products, you're going to talk about them. You're going to love the community, the opportunity, the group chats, you're going to talk about them. It's not about, hey guys, I have this oil for sale, $84, who wants it? That's not the way you should be, running your business. So when they tell me I'm not good at sales, I'm not a salesperson, I say I am not looking for a salesperson. Okay? We're all trying to sell the same product. So sales, no, you need to sell yourself. You need to share. You need to educate. You need to open people's eyes as to why these products are different and as to what this opportunity can do for them. Let's see. What if I can sell? Can we talk about leaving us on red? I've had a lot of those and they can be, okay. The thing is that when we go into this with expectations and assumptions, you're already like negatively affecting yourself. So by you writing to someone, you're already expecting them to write back to you, right? And when they don't and they leave you unread and they ignore you, your feelings get hurt and you get down and you think this is not for me. We need to let go of expectations and assumptions the second we sign up with this to do this business. And what I mean by assumptions is, oh, I'm not going to write to Joe because Joe has too much money and she doesn't need this. Or I'm not going to write to Joe because we had a fight in middle school and I don't think she likes me. Like, you're assuming I'm not going to write back to you. You're assuming I don't want to do the business. No expectations, no assumptions will take you such a long way. So when you're reaching out to people, which should be people you're reaching out with intention. Why do you want that specific person on your team? Why would she be good for this business? And let it be. And if she reads it and doesn't write back, it can be one of two things. She genuinely forgot, opened it, forgot, put her phone down, or maybe she's just not interested at the time because she needs more exposure. So all of this, guys, the only way you're going to be able to grow your business after constantly getting objections is by staying consistent. A bunch of people that told me no kept watching me, and then came back the same way I did. I said no, and I kept watching, and I came back. So as far as when they leave me on red, we need to follow up, but be smart as to how you follow up. You're not going to send that person a message every day. Hello, question mark, have you read my message? Like, no. If they leave me unread, if it's the first time I message them, I'll probably wait about 3 weeks before I message them again. Like, hey, not sure if you saw this message. It's a new month. I'm looking to grow my team. Very casual. Okay, but you can't stay married to those people that leave you unread or your list of 10 people. Because I find a lot of girls and guys doing that, like, but she said next week, but she left me unread, but she's thinking about it. We need to expand. We need to be growing our contact list always. So if they don't respond, nothing. You let it be. You keep working your business. You keep showing up. They keep watching you. Something else is what I like to do is, let's say you're talking to someone and they give you an excuse of, I don't know, I don't have time because I'm with my kids or whatever. I'll go and I'll post a story talking about how so many of us do this at home with our kids. Or I'll do a live maybe the next day with a college student that, you know, is in school all day and is working and is being successful in the business. Or if it's a VIP and we were talking, she has like blonde over process breakage and she doesn't buy, I'm going to go post that kind of content, blonde over process breakage, because they are watching you. So when we say be intentional, that's what we mean. Be intentional with what you're posting. Who was the last potential you spoke to? What is she like? Attract that to you, you know, attract her to you. Let's see. I'm trying to just get some random. Let's see. Okay, when they tell you it's a pyramid scheme, ask them, what is a pyramid scheme to you? I used to say that. I was like, it's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. And when they asked me what's a pyramid scheme, I was like, I don't know. Like, I literally couldn't explain what a pyramid scheme was. But I would say it's a pyramid scheme. Why? Because that's what everyone says. You know, like network marketing is a pyramid scheme. So I just wanted to go along with the crowd. So why ask them what's a pyramid scheme to them? Because everyone views pyramid schemes differently. So like that, they tell you their specific reason and you can defend that specific reason instead of like trying to overwhelm them with information. So usually they'll be like, oh, because you have to pay to join. That's one of the reasons why people think it's a pyramid scheme. I say, you're not paying to join. You're paying to buy products that you're going to use on yourself so that then you can talk about them. Okay, this is not like a membership fee here, $500. I'm part of the team. No, you're buying products for your hair type, for your skin type. And let's talk about paying to join. If you've ever been a business owner, what business did you get for free? There's some type of investment in every business that you do. Even if you're a realtor, you have to pay to get realtor course, right? If you open a boutique, you need to rent the place, you need to buy the clothes, you need to get all the licenses. So every business, remember, you're starting a business here. You're not joining a hobby. You're starting a business. Every business requires some kind of investment. Lucky for us, we don't have an investment. We just need to buy the products because if you're going to recommend something, you need to try it out. Another thing they'll say for a pyramid scheme is the person at the top like makes all the money, or you know, only the person at the top makes it. And then I start giving examples of people that are below me that are doing amazing, or me that I joined, you know, several years after certain people and I'm doing better. And I explain to them how I need to be actively working to be able to make money from my team. It's not like anyone here can join 4 years after me and make more money than me. It's all about the amount of work you put in. Also, we are not limited to only recruiting 2 people or 5 people like some companies are, like, oh, you can only have 5 active lines. They don't stop us there. You can recruit as much as you want. You need to sell the products and you need to grow a team. You can't just do one or the other and make it. What else makes it a pyramid scheme according to people? I think those are the 2 main ones I have. When they say like, but why do you make money from your team? Like you're making money from them. That's how everything in life is. The broker makes money from the realtor. The manager at the hotel makes money from the sales that, you know, booked events. At the restaurant, same thing. Anywhere. At a hospital, the owner of the hospital makes more than the poor nurse that's there 24/7 working. So that's how life is. To me, corporate America is more of a pyramid scheme than this, because here you can control your income. If you work hard, if you grow a team, your income is going to grow. Also, we make money, we grow by our team growing. The better your team is doing, the better you're going to do. So this encourages you to help them, to keep changing lives. This isn't just like, oh, I can buy, $20,000 worth of product and hope to make commission. Like we can't do that here, So definitely ask them what makes it a pyramid scheme, so then you can like attack that specific excuse. But guys, the point is, you need to be more confident when you're talking to them. You need to be able to, I don't like to say answer back, but like rebuttal them. Like, why? What do you need to know? What are you not sure about? And really get to the point. The goal is to get to the point. Do they really not want to do it? Or are they giving an excuse because they're scared? And relating to people works so much. Relate to them. Make them feel like you understand them. Most of us have been there. Most of us have felt one way or another. And people love the confidence. People want to join with the mentor that's always showing up. People want to join with the mentor that is consistent, with the mentor that's doing good. If you're new, because I know a lot of you are going to be like, but I'm new, I have no success. When I was new, I spoke about my success like this. I said, look, I joined an amazing team. This girl has accomplished this. This girl has accomplished that. We're getting trained by them. That's where I'm going to be in 4 months. That's where I'm going to be in 6 months. Are you coming with me? Are we going to do this together or what? That's literally how I would talk to people. I don't have the car yet, but I will get that car. And I want you to drive that car with me. I can't wait till I go on my first free trip and we can go on that first free trip together. So just because you don't have any of your own success yet, because maybe you're new, or maybe, you started last month and you got your first paycheck. Talk about that. Obviously, you can't say how much it is, but the fact that you didn't move from your house and in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you already got a paycheck back. You're working back on making your investment back. This can be you too. Showcase the stories of people that are, successful in the business, but with confidence say, I'm going to get there. We're going to get there. I think we can do this together. How do you turn someone down that doesn't have the mindset, aka the wrong person? It's really hard to convince someone, especially a potential that doesn't have the mindset, okay? It was really hard for Liz to convince me. Like, she didn't convince me. I convinced myself from watching her, from thinking about it. So don't try to, remember, if you drag someone into the business, you're going to have to drag them the whole way through, and it's not going to work. So again, by just giving them some confidence, telling them it's going to work, they can do it. Anyone can do it. Personal development will help you out, but they need to be willing to try. I straight up ask people, are you happy with your current situation? And some people will be like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm like, are you happy or are you complacent? Like, do you wish you could do this? Do you wish you could buy this? Do you wish you didn't have to work as much? If that's the case, then you're being complacent. And know that in life, we were meant to do more. And understand that not every potential is going to have this mindset that I have or some of you have. We've been working on this mindset. I was not like this when I joined. So don't expect them to be this super like interpersonal development people, because we need to give them a chance to. But let them know that it works. If they work, it works. How about those that are afraid they don't have anybody to join them? How do they know they have no one to join if they haven't even tried? Like, have you started asking people? Have you started posting about it? Have you started sending out those messages? Have you asked your family for support? Guys, everyone is going to get someone to join. It's almost impossible not to. Maybe it's going to take you a little bit more time if you don't have that many friends, or you don't have that many followers, or you're not very social. But that it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Because if you talk, it's like a numbers game. If you talk to 300 people, you're going to tell me out of 300 people, 3 people won't join your team? Now, the thing is getting those 300 people to talk to, right? That's why making that list of 100 people is so important, and expanding your contact list constantly. So everyone is going to get people to join them. It's a matter of time, and it's a matter of how hard they're willing to work. What about the ones that only do it for the discount? Do we try to push them too? I mean, no. If they personally told you straight up, I'm only doing this for the discount, it's going to be harder to push them. But for that, just make them VIPs. Because I'm selling the Monat page. Okay, if they say they're getting the products cheaper from, I don't know what you mean by the Monat page, but I've heard of Amazon, Walmart, all of those things, those are not legit products. We as distributors, we cannot sell them in those pages. Monat, our company, our warehouse doesn't sell them anywhere else. So what that is, that's shady people that probably buy them and try to resell them. But one, you don't even know what they're putting in there. I've had girls buy, I think Vanessa bought an oil from Amazon. It was completely different. The packaging was different. The inside it was different. Think about it. If we get our oil for $69, if I pay market partner price $69 for my oil, why would I sell it for $30 on Amazon? I'm losing $30. What's the point of that? So I tell them, these products are only supposed to be sold by distributors, by market partners, by me, basically. I don't know, you don't know what's in there. A lot of them do not come sealed, and you're not getting that personalized recommendation for your hair type or skin type. So, that's it. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. Just please, please, please remember that you're always going to get objections. Please remember that those are good. Objections means that you're sharing the opportunity with more and more people every day. And consistency is key. Even after they say no, if you stay consistent and they're watching you, 90% of the people will come back. It happened to me. A ton of my market partners told me no. A ton of my market partners laughed at me, and they're back now. Really quick, bad reviews and lawsuits. Every big company has that, and every small company has that. We just don't Google it. We don't research it. Why network marketing? People that want to join us do, because network marketing is known for all these, we have a bad reputation because of some bad apples. But my dad is a small business owner. He has lawsuits. Johnson & Johnson, the shampoo that everyone uses for their babies, has lawsuits. Gucci has lawsuits. Anyone can do a lawsuit over anything. Literally. You don't like the way I talk to you? You can sue me. Are you going to win? Probably not. But so I say everyone has lawsuits. We've won every single lawsuit. People need to read the full article, not just read the title, because what the media likes to do is put a catchy title to catch your eye to see that. But how many of us read the title, read the first paragraph? Oh my God, it's terrible, crazy. Do you read the whole article? Do you watch the whole video? Okay? Bad reviews. Every product has bad reviews. Google anything that you're currently using for your hair, for your skin, clothes, anything. But there's more good than bad, and there's my personal opinion. I tell them I've been using the products for 2 years. I've been in the company for 2 years. My whole family has. My whole team has. Is this a miracle product that is going to work for everyone? No. People are allergic to some things. People have reactions to some things, like everything else in life. So that's why we can't oversell the product and say that it's like, the best one out there, because it may be for us, but you don't know how it's going to affect someone else. But our products are clean, our products are healthy, and we don't have any negative pending lawsuits. Our company grew very fast. We've had a lot of success, so it's very easy for people to hate. Just how I was hating on my upline when I was telling her no and making fun of her and embarrassing her on Instagram. There's bad people like that just because they're ignorant, they're insecure, or maybe they tried doing the business and weren't successful, or maybe they had a bad reaction to the product, and instead of stop using it, they kept using it. They didn't have a market partner leading them the right way, and it's so easy for everyone to say, I'm gonna sue, especially a successful company like us. So do not even stress that. I encourage you, read more, read the lawsuit completely, read the articles and see, what they have to say. And it all goes back to, like I said, being confident in yourself and the business and in the products. I will die for this company up to now because of everything it's done for me, because of what the products have done for me, because I've yet to see one negative thing. If that ever happens, then I will change my mind. Until then, when people send me negative stuff, I literally have 3 minutes. When people send me negative stuff, I literally don't even open it. Even my own market partners, Joe, look what this person sent me. I'm not going to open it. I don't care to read it. I'm not going to entertain negativity. Okay? So remember, objections are good. Objections are normal. Embrace them, love them, celebrate them. It means you're sharing the opportunity more, but also practice a little bit more confidence, practice a little bit more reassuring them, practice just rebuttals, talking back to them, showing them that you know what you're talking about, that you love this, and be consistent. That is the best way to change someone around, to change an objection around. When they see you show up every day, when they see you hitting ranks, when they see you going on those trips, when they see you growing your team, because you're showing them that it's real and you're showing them that it's work. When you post your progress pictures, they can't tell you it doesn't work. Okay? So love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and let's go get some more potentials. Do not be scared of their objections.